What's up guys, and welcome back. This is a 2011 Lexus Rx350. It is a pretty good car. How good? Let's find out.
From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Oh baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control over lights in the space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving.
The Lexus Rx350 is powered by a 3.5 litre naturally aspirated V6 engine. This engine is very smooth. The performance numbers are not bad. 0 to 100 happens in about 7 seconds, which is pretty brisk. And the top speed, not as impressive, it's about 200 kilometers per hour. But in driving this car for a while, I really didn't feel underpowered at all. It actually performs pretty well. The consumption, on the other hand, is not a good thing. You're gonna get about 18 liters per 100 kilos, which means this car is an alcoholic on petrol, which means you're gonna have to have a thick wallet if you're gonna drive this car every day, unfortunately. Thankfully, there is a hybrid model, the RX450h, which, so they say, is lighter on fuel. And I'm not sure about that. We'll have to review one and see for ourselves. One thing that I really enjoy about driving the Lexus. Now, I've driven X5s, Q7s, I daily drive an ML63, Tourags, all different types of SUVs. And believe me when I say, none of them are as smooth and quiet and comfortable and as refined as the Lexus is. Now, Lexus is a Toyota product. It's like, you know, you get Nissan, then you get Infiniti, which is like a upper market version of Nissan. Lexus is the same, it's like an upper market version of Toyota. And Toyota know how to make cars. I mean, they make a Prius. Prius are a beast of machines. So, the comfort in here is on another level. It's a very refined driving car. The wind noise is pretty much non-existent. Sunroof's open right now, if you might be hearing that. The tire noise, again, you don't really hear anything. It's very, very quiet inside the car. Let's talk about the interior. The seats in this car are one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat on in my whole life. The leather is very soft. The seats, they just hug you. It's very nice. All the buttons and switches and materials and woods and everything you touch is of a good quality. It feels well put together. It's a nice place to be. The interior I wasn't too sure about with this, you know, the center console not being like down here. It's more towards sloping up there. But you get used to it and it's pretty nice. I absolutely love that massive infotainment screen up there. It's very nice. The graphics are pretty good. The reverse camera, very nice also. Coming a little bit more down, these buttons over here I feel are a little bit outdated, but yeah, they work well, easy to use. And it's a pretty nice layout, easy to find the buttons. What is that noise? Sounds like there's a mouse trying to interrupt my review. Just talk about being well made and then you hear rattles and squeaks. Isn't that ironic? Anyway, discussing the infotainment system, you've got this little mouse thingy right here. It is a bit of a faff when you start off with it, but once you get used to it, it works pretty well. It's pretty fun to play around with. I still prefer a normal dial or a touch screen, but it's different at least. The Bluetooth audio on this car is frustrating. I just couldn't get my phone to connect. Eventually it did, and it didn't play any music. And the aux and USB inputs are in a very bad place also. They're in the center console. You have to lift that one thingy up, and it's way down underneath there. It's not very convenient if you want to put things and connect things in there. The steering wheel on this car is a very nice thing. It's very nice to hold on to. 9 and 3, you know, you can't go wrong with that. The leather around it feels pretty good. The speedometer on this car is one of my favorite parts. It glows blue, it's electric, it's beautiful, especially at night when you just start it up. It really looks gorgeous. The exterior looks on this car are slightly outdated. After 2007, this specific shape had a facelift, and then in 2015, 2016 it had a full redesign. That redesign is one of the best looking SUVs ever in my opinion. It looks beautiful, it looks like a concept car, but they brought it to real life. But the looks on this car aren't bad, saying that. I like them. I think it looks like a premium SUV. You know, it doesn't look cheap. You wouldn't say it's a Toyota product at all. It's nice. The lights are good at night. The color is also quite nice. I like this charcoal color on it with the cream interior. It's a good combination. In a way, this car reminds me a lot of a Lexus LF8. The throttle response is so sharp. You just touch it and you instantaneously bashing your head against the seat, and that's not a good thing. There should be a refined, comfortable car. I think that should have been numbed down a little bit, but hey, you get used to it. And the steering on this car is also extremely precise, but it is a bit weighted. It's not a bad thing, but again, for a comfortable car, it should be a little bit lighter and a little bit more relaxed. But then I found something that completely reminded me that I'm not in the LFA. I found one cup holder. Then I pulled this thing out and I found another cup holder, and the same on the other side. And I realized I can have drinks in this car. I can have coffee, I can have Coke. And my heart was warmed up again because it's better than an LFA. Oh, that ride is so smooth, oh my word. This car is a very nice car. You know what? I think I prefer it to an X5 or an ML, if I'm being honest. Comparing it to like maybe the ML350 or actually the ML400 now, or the GLE 400 actually now, or the X5 40i. I think I prefer the new Lexus Rx350 to them. They look better in my opinion. The interiors are nice on these cars as well. They're nice and updated. It's nice places to be. The comfort levels are sublime on them. One criticism I could have is the trunk space isn't the best. It's a bit shallow and a bit narrow. It's a bit of a weird situation there. But that being said, it's probably more than enough that you'll ever want. The rear seating in this car is very nice. You can actually move the seats front and back. You can even recline them. And the seats are super comfortable as well. The Lexus Rx350 is going to get a 7.5 out of 10 from me. Definitely. The consumption is a bit ridiculous in my opinion, but I think it's worth it. The comfort level is sublime. It's very nice. It actually almost feels like an S-Class. That's how comfortable it is. If you enjoyed this review, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more.